Hi, hello. I want to plead that you watch this video till the end. If you don't watch till the end, you will misunderstand what I am talking about in this video. Thank you and God bless you. All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the End Time Truth Television channel. We urge you to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell icon by selecting all so that the next time we upload a new video, you will be among the first persons to be notified by Google. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Till then, shalom.
Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you out there. Some of you may have seen the video where Nana Poku talked about a certain lady in his church who used to be his Bible reader, during his live program, and how she was no longer in the church, and though that he doesn't begrudge her. And then he went ahead to tell Omega and to tell, his congregation that the woman had a baby for him. And, it looked like a confession. There are two sides to that. I appreciate the fact that he did not, keep it to himself, and that, and it becomes a suspicion somehow, and if tomorrow probably the story is leaked or the lady comes out from nowhere, to present the baby, her baby, to the world, that she is baby mama to a prophet, so many of you, his followers, would want to kill the woman. And if we talk about it, it will be like, you are lying, you are devils, you are this, you are that, and that, and that. And so good to, kudos to him that he himself brought it out in the open. But aside from that, I also want to say something, because the manner in which he said it, some persons say it was a confession. To me, that was never a confession. I think I should let you listen to it first and hear him say how he spoke, how he said it, before I say my own. I'll be seeing you at the end of that short clip. Stay tuned.
If all these animals can change their skin, what about you?
How much
you have been wearing this clothes for a long time. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse number 6. Read it for me fast. Omega Santa, you make me miss Edakuketo. Deuteronomy 1, 6. You know Edakuketo was a best reader. I never meet somebody who read than her. Anyone who know Edakuketo, tell Edakuketo that I say, shout out to her. That's all. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 6. You know what? Sometimes, Omega, me, I'm somebody who is not ungrateful. Okay. I always remember.
Yeah, no matter what life is. Yeah.
So far as she has stopped the church doesn't mean that she won't come back again.
Okay.
It's a misunderstanding.
Yeah, it is true.
And no matter what, I have a child with her.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I know.
I've tried for her to come back, but it seems like, sometimes we human beings, we think if I'm not there, he cannot make it. But we put that thing in your mind. So one day, I think the family, okay, don't let me talk. Yeah. The mother told her that he's using you to make money. Oh. But she didn't know that I was making the lady to become a big. Omega, me, my life, I didn't promise anybody to marry. Okay. But I promised that I want to marry her. Oh. Do you understand? Yeah. I promised that I want to marry you. But one thing is, when somebody don't see it on TV, they think Nana Poku I'm causing problem. But sometimes, some of the ladies, they rush. Why you don't marry me this year? Why you don't marry? Maybe my things are not 100% okay. Okay. She is the only person who can read my Bible for me to satisfy. So if you can see, okay, anytime I don't let you open the Bible. Yeah. Because the Bible is in my mind. Because when you read that you are reading Latin. You know Latin, Arabic. Read in the main scene. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 6.
So you are welcome back. You've watched it. I think I'm entitled also to air my opinion, just as you are entitled to air your own opinion. Now, the reason, I have said on that this video has two sides to it. I appreciate him for, not hiding it, and saying it out the way he said it. And if anybody is now reporting it, it's no longer a story. It may no longer carry so much weight. Let us see. No, because he said it himself. Now, but on the other hand, I want to say that there was some kind of pride. There was some kind of, sarcasm rather. There was some. He was so sarcastic about that. He was talking about it as if he was in a bar drinking beer with his friend, and that was a kind of a gist that was prompted by the influence of alcohol. Meanwhile, I'm not saying that he was under the influence of alcohol, but the way he brought it up wasn't a confession. A confessional statement or a confession of things like that, there has to be remorse. There has to be, this appearance of regret that I did this, and this I did, I was not supposed to do it, and I didn't see that in him, and judging from what he said, because like it or hate it, Nana Poku has followers. And if he has followers and he could sarcastically, come out to talk about something that is as strong and as heavy as impregnating a woman that is not his wife, that means that he sleeps around. He said in that video that he doesn't promise anybody marriage, but that he only promised that woman. That means that he has been going into so many other ladies, but he had chosen one only that he promised marriage. And unfortunately, she was pregnant, had a baby, and probably she left the church because he had failed in his promise. Now, whether he would still marry her tomorrow is another thing, altogether. I wouldn't know if Nana Poku is married yet, but the fact that, he as a clergyman, a preacher, could be so careless with something as heinous as that is a kind of giving license to the majority of his followers. This can be done, but I want to condemn it, at the highest level. I'm not judging him, because very soon now, majority of you is asking me who has given you authority to judge. But I am just telling you the truth. Listen, it doesn't matter who is involved. I'm not saying it now because Nana Poku is involved. Anybody can be involved. If I had done things that run contrary to the scripture, that is supposed to be remorsefulness. I'm supposed to show remorse. And that, I think, was the first time he was saying it on air. So it wasn't as if, he has been saying it, he has confessed to his church before, to his members before, and now, he's now relaying it or relating with it as an old story. It was new. So that air of pride and arrogance, that the way he sounded, on that made, so much nonsense of the so-called confession. It wasn't a confession, it was a discussion. And such discussion is not edifying, Meanwhile, I'm just saying this to as many as probably has taken him serious as a prophet, So if your prophet is involved in such things, know it that it is wrong, completely wrong. And remember that every sin has consequence. For the wages of sin is death. Don't mind anybody who is telling you that sin will not take you to hell. Those are the lifestyle of those who believe that sin will not take you to hell. They don't take things seriously because they believe that sin will not take them to hell. And that is why they will lie to you from the pulpit, get your money, live expensive lifestyles, deceive you because they believe sin will not take them to hell. They believe lying to you will not take them to hell, And so they practice these things that they practice. But I tell you something, sin is a killer. And it will take anybody to hellfire. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Till then, from me to you, Shalom.